everybody. Welcome to the Love Over Fear show by Healing Embodied. For anybody who does not know me, hello. My name is Sarah. I am the lead body-mind integration expert here at Healing Embodied. I work alongside of our beautiful, wonderful founder and CEO, Chelsea Horton. For anyone who maybe hasn't joined us for the Love Over Fear show before, welcome. We're so glad you're here. This show, some of you have heard us do these shows before, you know a little bit about what this is all about. But for anyone who's new, this show is something that we do twice a month right here in the Moving Beyond Fear Facebook community. That is our free relationship part of our new structure here in the Moving Beyond Fear Facebook community. For anyone who is part of this community, or if you are catching this video elsewhere, we this month, August, decided to kind of switch things up here, and I'm so happy about it. I'm so excited about it. We are now doing monthly themes, and our Love Over Fear show topics relate directly to that theme. Off our new structure here. This show is really just meant to empower you. It is meant to help you feel inspired. It is meant to help show you what is possible when you do the deep inner work. It is meant to help you understand what the deep inner work is all about, what the heck we're even referring to when we say that. It's meant to help you kind of understand what can come out of that for you. We started this show truly just because, we know that you can feel both madly in love and also extremely fearful all at the same time. These are like the two main driving forces in human behavior, fear and love. And we want to help you choose love over fear every single time. That's why we're here. That's why we do this show. That's why we do this work. That is why Healing Embodied was born, why it exists, why it maintains, is because we want to help you choose love over fear every single time. All right, so let's get into this bad boy. Today's episode is who, what, when, where, why, and bonus how, presence. Yes, today is all about present moment awareness. That is our theme for this month in Moving Beyond Fear, present moment awareness. We kicked it off last week, with an incredible video by Eckhart Tolle, and we encouraged everyone to reflect on and share where your thoughts were taking you, your fear thoughts. What are your fear thoughts? Do they take you to the past, to the future, or are they in the present? Where do they take you? How do they impact you in your body? So today we are going to continue that conversation. I need to get set up here a little bit. I have my notes pulled up, and some of you who have seen me do this show before know that I know nothing about technology, and I can't figure out how to get comments to show up on my computer. So I pull up my phone and I see my little face right next to me, and that is where all of your comments show up. So if you are here with me live, say hi, give me a little shout out, give me a little wave, tell me that you're here watching. Let's interact. Okay, let's make this fun. Trust me, this is a lot more fun when you are talking and sharing as well versus when I am just talking to a blank screen. I can do it. I can do it for a long time, but it's a lot more fun when you interact. So here we go, babies. Let's do this thing. Let's dive on in. So, who? Let's start with the who of presence. Who can benefit from increased present moment awareness in your life? That's a trick question because it is everyone. Literally everyone. Okay, I know that presence and present moment awareness can be one of those like big buzzwords. It can feel a little bit contrite, it can feel a little made up, a little woo-woo-y, and I'm going to kind of debunk that in the next one here. But I promise you, there is not a single person on this planet who cannot benefit from increased present moment awareness. Okay? Ask yourself, how often have you made decisions or choices or actions because of something that happened in the past or something that you think will happen in the future? How many times have you gone through life making choices based on the past or the future? When was the last time that you truly made a choice based on your reality at this exact moment? For me, the answer is quite a long time ago. Okay? We're all guilty of it. We all are. I'll do that thing when I have more money, or I'll start talking to my partner about improving our sex life when we're married, or, when I did this in the past, I got hurt, so I'm not going to do it again. We're all guilty of it. We all make decisions based on the past or the future. We let the past and the future dictate right now. There is not a single one among us who cannot benefit from more presence. Okay? Also, not only does increased present moment awareness benefit us individually, it benefits our relationship. It benefits our partners, because then we can actually be all the way there with them. All the way there, right? So many people aren't there fully. Hey, Chelsea, I see you here. I think my internet's a little spotty. I hope I'm still here. Tell me if I'm not. We have some awful weather here in Chicago today, and the past several days, so getting a little spotty here, but I think we're good. So, what was I saying? Oh, presence. It benefits our partners too and our relationships. So many people are not present in their relationships. You are, okay, thanks, Chelsea. You are, sitting there with your partner, having a beautiful dinner, or watching a nice movie together, or going on a walk, and you're not there. You're up here. You're in the future, freaking out about something that hasn't happened yet, or you're dwelling on something that happened last week, or last night, or 6 years ago, or 20 years ago. Okay, where are you? You're not even here with your partner. Or maybe you've experienced your partner not being there with you, right? That you're trying to enjoy the moment with them, and you can just tell, like, where are you? Where are you? You're not here with me, right? So increasing our ability to be in the present moment doesn't only benefit us, it benefits our partners, because then we're there with them, right? That is what helps us truly be a partner, and not just this like person who's kind of lying on by, right? It also, here's a big one. I'm going to get real meta here on us. The presence doesn't just benefit us. It doesn't just benefit our partner. It benefits the collective. It benefits the world. It benefits humanity. When you are present and you are responding from a place of present moment awareness, when you are responding to this moment and not responding to something from the past or the future, you relate to the whole world completely differently. Okay, if you are walking down the street and something happens, be it something pleasant, like a stranger shows you kindness, or something unpleasant, like, you drop your purse and it rolls into a puddle, if you are responding from what's happening right in that moment, it's going to be completely different than if you're responding on this past narrative that you have in your mind of what the world is, or this fear or this thought of what the future is going to bring. Okay, so it benefits you, it benefits your partner, and it benefits literally the whole world. I get like real emotional and in my feelings when I think about how the world would be different if everyone practiced more presence and was more present, if we were just with one another when we were with one another. When we're together, if we were really together, like how freaking amazing. Just like, I can't even put it into words yet, as you can tell, because I'm like, right? But think about that. Just kind of let your mind wander towards what would change in the world if we were all together more. It's mind-blowing. Freaking mind-blowing. Yes, Chelsea said, I used to always be in my head when I was with my partner. I missed out on so many moments. Yes, and we don't get those moments back, people. We don't get them back, okay? When we are present, it changes the way we show up in the world. The world would be a much safer place if we were all present. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so that's the who of presence. Now let's get to the what. Let's get to the what. What the heck is this? So I'm going to borrow a little bit of a definition, and I'm going to put my own flavor on it too, from Jon Kabat-Zinn. He is a professor of medicine and often referred to as the father of mindfulness. Mindfulness is his whole thing. So present moment awareness. Listen up. This is my definition of what I mean when I say present moment awareness. Intentionally, non-judgmentally paying attention to what's happening right at this moment. That's it. Intentionally, non-judgmentally paying attention to what's happening right at this moment. Okay, you are intentionally, you're choosing to do it. Okay, it's not just magically happening. You're choosing to notice this moment without judgment. Okay? Hey Andrea, welcome. So glad you're here. Intentionally, non-judgmentally paying attention to what's happening right at this moment. Okay? So, I'm going to actually talk for a little bit about what presence is not. That's what it is. Okay? Let's talk about what it's not. Present moment awareness is not, I'm going to shatter your little hearts right now. I'm sorry, but it's what I do, so that we can rebuild them stronger. Presence is not a tool that is just magically going to make all of your stressors disappear. It is not a magical skill that can wipe away all pain. It doesn't magically make your life sunshine and rainbows. It doesn't, because present moment awareness is about paying attention to what's happening right now. And guess what? Sometimes what's happening right now really sucks. That is the truth of life. It ain't all sunshine and rainbows, okay? Paying attention to the present moment doesn't mean that you're just going to magically be like, the world is amazing and beautiful and wonderful and I have no stressors and everything's amazing. No, let that go. If you're wanting that, it's time to release that, okay? Sometimes what's happening right here and right now sucks, all right? In the suckiest of moments, present moment awareness means paying attention to the pain, noticing it, acknowledging it, breathing with it, sitting with it, moving with it, not avoiding it, not just magically melting it away, but being with it. That is what allows it to shift, okay? When you can learn to do this, you can do anything. You can literally do anything, okay? There is not a single thing more powerful in this world than witnessing yourself overcome something that you thought would end you, right? There's nothing more powerful than witnessing yourself overcome an intense obstacle. Okay? So that is what presence is and what it's not. What it is intentionally, non-judgmentally paying attention to the present moment, to what's happening right now. It is not something that just makes life magical and beautiful and wonderful and sunshine and rainbows. Okay? Let's see, we have a comment. It's been a long time since it's been constant. I get very small spurts of being present, but they're very short-lived. Yes, hold that thought. I'm going to talk about that next. All right, so what is presence? Choosing to notice what's happening right now without judgment. Without judgment. All right, when? Let's get to the when of presence. Also, if you're here live, say hi. I've seen a couple people saying hey. If you haven't said hi yet, say hi. All right, when do we need presence? It's another trick question. Does anyone want to guess what the answer is? It's all the time. All the time. Okay. So here's the thing though. Andrea, to your point, here's the thing. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are John Kabat-Zinn or Eckhart Tolle himself. Not a single person on this planet lives life 1,000,000% in the present moment. And that is actually healthy. Because yes, Chelsea got it. Because if all you ever did was live in the present and only the present, you're going to get to retirement and realize that you didn't save any money. You're going to go into a job interview and realize that you have no idea how to answer their questions or why you're even there in the first place. Okay? We have to think about the future. We have to. Of course we do. And we have to learn from the past. And we have to pay attention to what's happening right now. We need all three. Most of us, the reason we are, well, skipping ahead a little bit here, but I can't not do it. This is why we're focusing on present moment awareness, what I'm about to say. Okay? Most of us, especially those of us who tend to be a little bit prone to anxiety or OCD, or we have a hard time letting go of control, or maybe you've experienced trauma, or you have a hard time being vulnerable or opening up, we are really freaking good at living in the past or the future. Yeah? We've got that skill on lock. We are so good at it. We're so good at it. Girl, I can dwell on the past till the cows come home. I can freak out about the future like it is nobody's business. All right? We're good on that. We don't need to have a future moment awareness monthly theme or a hashtag let's dwell on the past monthly theme. We've got those down pretty good. Okay? It's an overdeveloped muscle. We've overdeveloped it, and we don't need to strengthen it anymore. What we need to strengthen is our ability to be present. Okay, because like you're saying, Andrea, we might have a little tiny spurt of presence, right? But true presence means that we have that skill all the time. It doesn't mean that you're never going to find yourself worrying about the future or, you know, focusing on the past. It doesn't mean that's going to happen. It means that when it happens, you have the tool to go and bring it back to the present moment every time. Okay, so you can use presence skills anytime. I always say this, my clients, if I have any current or past clients out there, I'm about to say my favorite phrase, one of my favorite phrases, I always say practice when you are calm so that you can use it when you're anxious or dysregulated. Okay, you hear me say that all the time. Practice presence when you're calm so that you can access presence when you're not calm. Yeah? When do you need presence? All the frickin' time. When should you practice it? When you're calm so that you can access it when you're not calm. Let's see. No one needs to be taught how to think about the future or the past. We do that too much already. Exactly. We got those. We got those on lock. Now I kind of do want to see what kind of posts we would get if we had like a let's dwell on the past hashtag. We're not going to do it, but I'm going to think about it maybe. It's funny. All right, let's talk about the where. So we got the who, the what, the when. Let's talk about the where. It's another trick question. Do I even need to say it? Where do we need presence? Anybody out there? Everywhere. Anywhere, everywhere, all the wheres. Okay? Practicing present, we would have endless content. Oh my God, yes. Practicing present moment awareness requires one single piece of equipment. One piece of equipment. And lucky for you, you have it. You have access to it 24/7. You don't need to order it on Amazon. You don't need to go buy it. Doesn't take up a lot of room. Travels easily. It's your body. Okay? Anywhere your body goes, you can practice presence. Anywhere your body goes, you can practice presence. Okay? Not everywhere the mind goes, because the mind can teleport. But wherever the body goes, that is where you can practice presence. Okay? And the present moment exists anywhere you go. You've probably heard that saying, wherever you go, there you are. That's actually a book by John Kabat-Zinn. That is the basis of presence. The present moment exists in your body at all times. You always have access to it, okay? So my friend out there saying like, oh, I can access it for like a moment at a time and then it goes away. Good news for you. You actually have access to it at all times. We just need to strengthen that skill. Okay? And I'm going to get to that, don't worry. All right, let me catch up on some comments here. Hold on. Makes sense. I seem to always try these helpful tactics when I'm spiraling in a panic attack and being attacked by intrusive thoughts. And shocker, it doesn't work because I can't think rationally then. Yes, 100%. Exactly. We need these tools when we are spiraling into those anxious panic attacks or whatever it might be for you, that dysregulated moment. We need those skills then. But if that's the only time we practice it, we can't access it. We haven't like fully filed it into our body-mind awareness. It's not really in our toolbox yet. We might kind of like know that there's a hammer in our toolbox, but we don't know where the toolbox is. We don't know what a hammer looks like. We don't really know how to use it. We don't really know what's going to happen if we use it. So we have to practice using the hammer when we're not just freaking out and need a hammer, right? Does anyone out there actually practice using hammers? Probably like construction workers, contractors. I don't, but you get you get it, right? Got to build the muscle memory of presence. Yes, it is a skill. I'm going to get to that in a moment, but it's a skill. Okay, so practice when you are calm. A lot of times when we're calm, we can access the present moment a lot more easily. So we don't think like, oh, let me practice it. But even if you are calm, your day is going great, you're in a positive mood, you and your partner are getting along, take a moment to sit and notice exactly what's happening in this present moment. Practice it then, because then fast forward to your next anxious spiral, you're going to have it on lock. You're going to have that muscle memory, okay? So there you go. We did the who, the what, the when, the where. Now the big boy, the why of presence. So I need to wet my whistle for this one. Hold on. All right. Why is presence so important? We are born with the ability to be present as babies. I'm taking it way back to when we were born, okay? Aging myself a little bit, that's fine. When we are born as babies, we come into this world, we don't have any past narrative to refer to. We haven't developed any kind of lens through which we see the world other than the present moment, okay? We also don't have language yet. We don't have the ability as little newborn babies really to like think critically or analytically, okay? We don't have that ability. We develop that as our brains develop, as that front part of our brain develops, okay? So we don't have the ability to project into and analyze and fear the future or think about the future, and we don't have any past narrative to keep referring to. That, all of that develops as we go through life, okay? As we grow, our brains develop and we get this really strong ability to think critically and analytically about the future and project into the future. We also keep developing this narrative of our lives. We form these internalized beliefs. We internalize messages about ourselves and love and relationships and the world as a whole. And we begin to see the present moment through this distorted lens of the past, okay? Or we begin to believe that somehow the next moment or the future is more important than this moment. We start to do that, like, well, I'll do that when, blah, blah, blah. I'll be happy when, blah, blah, blah. I'll feel successful when, da, 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 da. Okay? It's a weird thing that happens as we grow. More time exists in our past, right? When you're a baby and you're born, I mean, you can count the time in the womb if you want to, but when you're born, you have like a day worth of material for your narrative to develop of life. After you've been alive for 20, 30, 40, 50 plus years, you have quite a bit more material of this narrative. This narrative is much more complex, much more developed. So we develop this narrative of our lives and this world. We have this lens of how we see the world. And we start to overdevelop this ability to project and think about the future. And we place more emphasis on the future. It's prized, okay? There's so many examples in our society of how emphasis is placed on the future. Think about through school, literally from like kindergarten, at least in the school system I grew up in, from basically kindergarten, there's already all of this emphasis on college, okay? And when you are going into college as a freshman, they're already asking you to decide your major. What do you want to study? What do you want to do for the rest of your life? Are you kidding me? What do you want to do for the rest of your life? You're supposed to know that as like an 18 or 19-year-old. Are you kidding me? Okay. There's all of this emphasis on figuring out the future. Put your time and your effort into the future. Save for retirement. Plan. Like I said earlier, that's important. We have to be able to do that. However, we do it too much. Okay? Our truest essence is presence. It's pure presence. That is our essence as human beings, is to be present in this moment. We are called human beings for a reason. We are not human doings. We are not human plannings. I feel like one sometimes. We are not human dwellings. Okay, we are human beings. Our essence is to be, to exist, to be present. But through trauma, through societal conditioning, through familial conditioning, we lose this ability. We get so identified with the mind that becomes the lens through which we see the world. It's a skill to relearn how to come back to presence and how to come away from the mind and into the present moment. That's a skill. We're born with it, okay? It's not Maybelline. Maybe we're born with it. Yes, we are. You're born with it. You go through life and you lose it. And guess what? You have the ability to relearn it. Chelsea, human plannings. I honestly feel like a human planning sometime. I need to recognize when I'm going into my human planning mode and bring it back to my human being. Okay? So Eckhart Tolle, if you don't know Eckhart Tolle, where have you been? No, I'm just kidding. He's amazing. We shared a video from him last week to kick off this present moment awareness. he knows a thing or two about present moment awareness. I mean, it's not like he's an expert or anything. He's 100% an expert. I hope you can tell that I'm like dripping with sarcasm right now. So Eckhart Tolle always says that the ability to think, I might kind of butcher his words here, but I'm going to share the essence of his work. The ability to think was our greatest evolutionary achievement as humans, and now it's overdeveloped to the point that it's our greatest sickness. Okay, the mind has taken over. Humans are almost too smart for our own good. We think too much now. Okay, the mind and the ability to think and analyze and assess, it once served us, and now we serve it. The mind has almost become like our master. We serve it. Okay, most of this thinking, this analyzing, this assessing is not useful. Of course we need it from time to time. I don't want to lose my ability to think and to plan and to assess and analyze. We need it. But most of it is just noise. It's just noise. And as Eckhart Tolle says, this is humanity's greatest sickness, that the mind has gotten complete control. So that is why we practice presence. That is why we hone this skill. That is why it is absolutely freaking paramount to any kind of healing. And honestly, set the healing aside for a second here. I'm going to speak just like human to human here. Presence is paramount for life. If you want to go through life, I'm not like a professional, sometimes I think I'm a professional human, but I'm not like a professional human here, but I feel pretty confident saying if you want a quality of life, you gotta hone this skill, okay? You gotta do it. Okay, let me check up on some comments here. If you are here watching, I see a couple more people jumped on. Say hello. Tell me your thoughts on presence. Yes, spiritual awakening is really just coming home to your truest essence. Yes. Eckhart Tolle's my main man. Yeah. Mic drop. Yes. Mic drop. Okay, the ability to think, the mind, it once served us and we now serve it. And that is why presence is so important. That is why I'm here today and why I can't stop talking. Okay, so let's do a little recap, shall we? Who can benefit from presence? Everyone. Not only does it impact us individually, it's going to impact our partner, it's going to impact our little social sphere, and it's going to impact the whole of humanity. What is presence? It is not just a magical skill that's going to make all of your stressors go away, because presence asks you to pay attention to the present moment, and sometimes the present moment sucks. Okay, let's call it what it is. Present moment awareness is intentionally, non-judgmentally paying attention to what's happening right now. When do we need presence? All the time, okay? Practice it when you're calm so you can use it when you're anxious. Where do you need to practice presence, or where can you practice presence? Anywhere you go. All you need is your body. All you need is love. That's true, but all you need is your body. Anywhere your body goes, you go to, and you can practice. And why? Because it is our truest essence. We have overdeveloped this ability to think and analyze and project into the future, and we have these distorted narratives of the past. So we have to access this ability to come back to the present. Okay, that's my little recap. And now we're going to go into the little bonus section here. If you've hung out with me this long, lucky you, because this is probably the juiciest part of what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about the how of presence. Who, what, when, where, why, how. Okay, so Here we go. Let's do this thing. How do we access the present moment? Is it up here? No. Is it out there? No. It is right here. We access the present moment through the body, through the senses, and through the breath. Okay? Think about it. This is maybe the most important thing I'm going to say today. So, listen up. All right? The senses, the 5 senses, sensations in the body, and the breath, they only exist in the present moment. They literally only exist in the present moment. You can have memories of sensation, you can have memories of breath, you can have plans to breathe in the future, you can have thoughts of sensations in the future, you can have fears of sensations happening in the future, but they only exist at this exact moment in time. They only exist at this moment, okay? So breath work, body, tuning into the sensations, noticing the sensations in your body, that is how you access presence. I know that like 90% of people watching this video, 90% of the people in Moving Beyond Fear who have been sharing and interacting this month are gonna say or have said something like, okay, presence is amazing, but how do I do it? How do I do it? I don't know how to get out of my head. I don't know how to do it. I'm giving it to you. Right now, I'm telling you. It's the body. Okay? So we're going to practice this together. I know I have a couple people on here with me live, and if you catch this recording, you can practice this too. Okay? So we are going to practice presence together for the next couple of minutes. I am going to guide us through a present moment awareness breathing technique, because the breath is what will ground us in this exact moment, okay? So, what you might notice throughout this is that you get tugged away from the present moment. That's okay. You might notice yourself getting distracted by things around you. You might notice yourself starting to plan and think about the future. You might notice yourself judging the present moment. Why are we doing this? This is silly. Oh, I don't like how I feel. I don't like what's coming up for me. You might notice yourself judging it. You might notice yourself thinking about something in the past, okay? You might start to get tugged out of the present moment, and that is okay. The practice is to intentionally choose to return the focus to the body and the present moment every time. We're only going to do this for a few minutes. You might have to shift the focus from the mind down to the body 800 times in the next couple minutes. Get ready, babes. Okay? You might have to do it 1,000,000 times. Probably not 1,000,000. That would be incredible. But a lot. Okay? That's okay. That is okay. That is where you're at right now. That is part of developing this skill. Noticing when you're getting tugged out of the present moment and choosing to guide the focus lovingly back to the present moment. Okay? I always like to say, guide it the way you would guide a puppy. Okay? If you were walking a puppy down the street and he was like, oh my god, squirrel, or like, let me sniff over here, you probably wouldn't like yank the leash and scream at him and say, keep walking, oh my god, what are you doing? You're so stupid, I can't believe you're getting distracted. You wouldn't do that to like a sweet, cute little puppy, so don't do that to yourself, okay? When you notice your mind going like over to the side, just very gently, calmly, but directly, sweetly call it back. Just say, come on back here, come on back here. You might have to do that 100 times. I don't know if anyone out there has ever walked a puppy. You don't just call them back one time. It's like literally every like 5 feet. Okay? So you might have to do it a lot. All right, let's see. Comments real quick. Eckhart calls it bringing your attention to the inner energy field of the body. Ooh, I like that. Yes, the mind has a strong pull when we've been identifying with it for years. Yes, of course, the next couple minutes is not just going to transform this. Okay, so let's notice that going in. All right, so let's practice Wherever you are, see if you can find some kind of a comfortable position that's going to look and feel differently for everybody. I like to just rest my feet flat on the floor, allow my knees to fall open naturally, relaxing the space between the eyebrows, the jaw. Maybe you allow the lips to part slightly. Kind of roll the shoulders back once or twice to open the chest. We don't have to crank it open, but we want just a gentle spreading, gently letting the shoulders fall away from the earlobes. Stacking the spine. We're not rigid and super erect, but just stacking the spine, letting the hips be soft, and then letting the hands just fall where they want to. I often just let mine rest in my lap. You can do palms up, down, clasped. If it helps you to close the eyes to take an internal focus, feel free. If you'd rather keep the eyes open and kind of just drop the gaze down, it's beautiful. You don't have to be able to see me. I know I look good, but you don't have to be able to see me. You just have to be able to hear me. And start to bring your attention to your breath. Just begin to focus on the breath. I'm going to guide us through many prompts. Just start by focusing on the breath. You'll notice that right away, just by focusing on the breath, it's naturally going to start to shift. Breath is one of those things that's just automatic, and thank goodness, because it would be a lot of energy to constantly have to think about inhaling and exhaling. So when we intentionally, non-judgmentally focus on it, it's going to start to shift. It may deepen and slow down. It might get a little bit more shallow and quick. There's no right or wrong. No right or wrong when it comes to presence. Start to notice if you are breathing through your nose or your mouth. You don't have to change it unless you want to. Just notice if you are breathing through your nose or your mouth. And if your mind is wandering and tugging you away, call it back really sweetly. Just call it back. Reorganize the focus to the breath. Notice if you're breathing through your nose or your mouth. Maybe it's a combination of the two. Start to notice how shallow or deep the breath is. Can you feel the breath in your throat? Can you feel it in your lungs? Can you feel it in your belly? Can you feel it in your pelvis? Notice where that breath reaches, where it ends. Noticing where it originates, nose, mouth, both. Where does it go? Just follow the breath. If the mind is wandering, bring it back to the breath. The breath is the present moment. The breath is anchoring you in the present moment. Notice the tempo, the speed of your breath. Is it slow? Is it really quick? Is it even? Does your inhale last as long as your exhale? Is one of them shorter, one of them longer? Notice the tempo. And recognize that I'm saying notice. I'm not cueing you to change it. It will naturally start to shift. And if you want to change it, you have the ability to do that. The present moment awareness calls us to notice what is happening. is what opens us to being able to shift what's happening, but first we have to notice it. Notice the sound of your breath. Is it really loud? Is it really, really quiet? Notice the sound of your inhale and your exhale. You may notice other sounds around you. Guide it back to the sound of the breath. Focus on that sound. Notice the temperature of your breath. As you inhale through the nose or the mouth, does it feel slightly cool? As you exhale, does it feel slightly warm? Do you notice the temperature shifting in your body as you focus on the breath? Notice the shape of the body during this. Do the lungs expand side to side, forward and backward, upward and downward, all three? Take just another few moments here to notice the breath. Just anchor in the breath. And if the eyes have been closed, slowly start to blink them open. If they're already open, just lift your gaze. Look around your space. Start to come back to the external environment. Notice the shapes, the colors, the sounds. Move your body a little bit. Take a little stretch or a shake. A yawn. Okay. Breath, baby. Breath. All right. If you did that with me, or if you try it later, comment below. Tell me what you noticed. What did you notice? Was that really freaking hard for you? Did you have to tug your mind back a million times? Did you get really distracted or discouraged? Did you find yourself judging? Did it feel really, really uncomfortable? Did it feel really pleasant and wonderful? Did you notice emotion? What did you notice in the body? Okay, what did you notice during that? That is how we practice presence. We tune into the breath. We tune into the body. We learn how to tune into the breath and the body. Okay, presence is a skill. It is a skill. This is what we teach you in our programs. This is one of the cornerstones of our work at Healing Embodied. This is what we do. No, it's not always breathing. We honor the breath big time, and any single person in this world who tells me breath work doesn't work for me, breath work doesn't work, I will go toe to toe with you. I will challenge the hell out of you lovingly, okay, respectfully, because there's no person on this planet that breath work doesn't work for. Okay, it just takes time and intentionality. All right, so we honor the breath, but we use so many other tools as well. We help you use the whole body. We help you learn how to pay attention and shift the focus to the present moment, so that you're not just getting one itty bitty tiny little blip of presence, but you can have that skill at all times. We help you learn how to let go of judgments. Did anybody notice judgment coming up in that process that we just did? 5 minutes of breathing. Did you notice judgment? Were you judging the practice? Were you judging yourself, your emotions, your sensations, your thoughts, your abilities? Did you notice judgment? We help you learn how to let go of judgment, how to tolerate and minimize distractions, how to increase your ability to tolerate and move through whatever exists in the present moment. Remember, I said that present moment awareness doesn't just magically melt your troubles away. Present moment awareness asks you to pay attention to the present moment, and sometimes the present moment is unpleasant or uncomfortable. Okay, so we help you learn how to tolerate that and how to shift that. I said this in our breath practice just now, if you heard. Being present, noticing what's happening right now, that is what opens the door to shifting what's happening. Okay, we can't shift the experience if we don't first engage in the experience. Okay, this is what opens you up to a full, wonderful, fulfilled life. This is what allows you to enjoy your relationship with yourself and your partner. Okay, 99% of the time we get applications to work with us. One of the questions on the applications is to tell us a little bit about your goals, your visions for yourself and your relationship. 99% of the time, people write, I just want to be present. I just want to be present. I want to stop fearing the future. I want to stop being so sad about the past. I want to stop worrying my life away. I just want to be present. Most people don't come to us and say, I want to feel happy for the rest of my life. I never want to feel sad again. Most people don't say that. Most people say, I want the ability to be present and to feel anything that comes my way. This is what we do. This is what we do. Okay? If you are ready for this, if you are craving this, if you need this in your life, and who doesn't, I want to tell you about an incredible birthday special that we are doing this week only. For anyone who doesn't know, I should have said this in the beginning. Where are my manners here? I'm just kidding. This month is Healing Embodied's second birthday. It is our second anniversary. To me, that is mind-blowing and also so special and important. Healing Embodied means so much to me. It saved, that's a big word, but it basically saved me from a time that I was really not liking my life and my work, and I didn't feel good about what I was doing, and I didn't think I wanted to be a therapist anymore, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And Healing Embodied is what brought me out of that and brought me to a place of feeling so incredibly fulfilled and happy in my life and my work and my relationship. Getting emotional, I'm not going to cry. I might, but I'm going to try not to. So this is a very, very special month for me, and we want to make it special for you guys too. You guys are a big part of the reason that Healing Embodied exists. So we are offering a very special birthday combination, a very amazing birthday special, that's what I'm trying to say. This week, we're offering a couple throughout the month, but the one we're offering this week, this is your next step for presence, okay? This is it. Those of you who are part of Moving Beyond Fear, who have been engaging in the theme of present moment awareness, you've done the work around noticing what the fear thoughts are. You can notice that it's taking you to the past or the future and out of the present moment. You can notice how it's impacting you in the body, and now you're like, okay, now what? This is what. Okay, so this week only, you are going to get a free Inner Peace Roadmap session with myself when you purchase the Safety Within course. That is probably the most magical combination that we offer here, okay? The Inner Peace Roadmap sessions, I just did one this morning. I literally never walk away from one not feeling just like overwhelmed with happiness. The sessions are so freaking powerful. What we do together is we talk about, where are you trying to get to? Where are you right now? What's What's the experience of feeling anxious and overwhelmed for you? And where are you trying to get to? Okay, then we add some movements and then we map it out. You walk away from that session. It's an individual face-to-face session over Zoom, okay? You walk away with an individualized movement roadmap. You know exactly what to do. I coach you on exactly what to do and how to use it. So you have that skill to bring you into the present moment, okay? Those of you who are like, I don't know how to access it, or I can access it from time to time, but not a lot, or breath doesn't work for me, whatever it is, whatever barrier you're reaching, this 30-minute session is going to overcome all of that for you, okay? People learn more in this session than they do sometimes in years worth of cognitive therapies, because it's body-based. It dives you straight into the present moment. It's going to kickstart all the work you're going to do in our Safety Within course. That is our self-study program. You get to move through it at your own time. You get lifetime access to the course. You're part of a private Facebook community with me and Chelsea and the other people doing the course. You get access to Q&As. It's just a freaking awesome deal, okay? You can read more about that on your own. The Safety Within course is meant to do exactly what we talked about today. It is going to help you understand the fear on a deep, embodied level, not just cognitively understand, oh, I'm anxious about my relationship. It's going to help you peel back the layers and really see what is at the core. What is at the core of my anxiety? What is driving this right now? It's going to start there. It's going to teach you so many tools. I'm trying to count them. I don't even know. I would have to look and count. So many more tools in addition to your roadmap to increase presence, to manage anxiety, to move through discomfort, to move through overwhelm, to feel grounded, to access a feeling of safety in your body. You're going to learn how to do that. And then we take it a step further into, okay, now let's actually live. Okay, we dive into self-trust. We dive into freedom to choose, decisiveness, vulnerability, worthiness, all those juicy things that present moment awareness opens up for you. You're going to learn it in this course, okay? So literally I could talk for an hour about it. I'm not going to because I've already been talking for an hour. Can't believe it's been an hour. It feels like it's been 10 minutes for me, maybe not for you. But that is the next step. If you are ready to work on this, if you are ready to learn how to access presence in your life all time, anywhere, anytime you want to, this is the next step. Okay, this week only. Happy birthday to us and thank you to all of you. Purchase the Safety Within course. You're going to get a free inner peace roadmap session with me. Those sessions alone are usually $175 US, valued probably 2 or 3 or 4 times that amount because of how much you learn in that 30 minutes that you're not going to learn in years of other kinds of therapies. Okay, you're going to get it for free. For free. Are you kidding me? For free. Okay, this week only. If you have questions about this special or the course or the Inner Peace Roadmap session, comment below, tag me or Chelsea, message us on Instagram, slide on into our DMs, okay? We want to support you in this. We want to help you. Like I said, increasing your present moment awareness impacts the entire collective of humanity, and that is what I want to do. I want to impact the entire collective of humanity. So that is all that I have for you today. 1 hour later. Thank you all so much for being here. Holy cow, this was juicy. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who's going to watch this recording. Let me know how this was for you. Let me know what you noticed. And do not miss this birthday special. Okay, do not miss it. Don't sleep on this. All right, my dears, take such good care, and I will see you next time.